Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of the greatest of all time, TJ and MJ. Spend your dollar or save your dollar movie review. Come on in and listen to what we gotta say about the movie of the day. Woo! It's ready to roll! Let's rock!
That's right. It's ready to roll, ladies and gentlemen. TJ and
MJ.
Spend your dollar or save your dollar movie reviews. And we are back with another hot show for you today. But before we get started on the show, MJ, can you please give the audience our website?
Sure. I'll say it and then I'll spell it out. It's tjquake.wixsite.com/Ghetto Galactic. That's tjquake.wixsite, WIXSITE.com / and then Ghetto Galactic is GHETTOGALLACTIC.
Excellent. Excellente. That was MJ giving you that full site there. So that is our site. That is our official site. Until I actually I will create my own domain pretty soon with it. But right now I'm using the whole Wix, create your own site thing, which is pretty cool. I'm actually able to do a lot of cool stuff on there. So you can catch our podcast shows on there. The Jim Parker show is going to be on there. Cartoon, animation, crazy stuff. It's going to be a lot of cool stuff happening on there. But mainly you'll be able to see the TJ and MJ Spend Your Dollar, Save Your Dollar movie reviews on there. And also,
that's right.
It'll take you to Michelle's Facebook page, which is probably where you're listening to this right now, or mine's, TJ Quake. And Michelle's, yours is?
Michelle MJ Jackson. It's Michelle Jackson, and then abbreviations in the middle is MJ.
Yeah. So you'll be able to catch all that stuff. We'll give all that stuff over to you a little later and everything. But let's start the show off, ladies and gentlemen. As you do know, we normally do reviews. Right now, this is a pre-review. Before the movie actually comes out. It's kind of like, when the trailer hits, and they do the trailers and you see the trailer and you kind of give your opinion about the trailer. Well, this movie here, Captain Marvel, okay, I believe Captain Marvel with Brie Larson. I believe that's her name. Right?
Never heard of her.
Yeah, you know what? Never heard of her either. Heard she got an Oscar, though, for some movie I never heard of or even seen.
I think she's a nobody.
Yeah, she made herself into somebody now, somebody that nobody likes. Because this girl has gone off the deep end, ladies and gentlemen. She has turned the MUC, the daggone Marvel Universe comics into a joke now. This movie that's coming out called Marvel, Captain Marvel, is supposed to take place, technically prequel to the Avengers last movie, which was I'm trying to remember here. Hold on here. What is the name of that daggone movie the Avengers just did?
That's right.
So my brain just came back to me, and it's called Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War. I don't know why I had a brain fart. They have the new one that'll be coming out soon, In War. That's going to be, because the Avengers went up against the big man himself, and he jacked everybody up. Jacked everybody. Thanos just took everybody out practically. And supposedly, Miss Captain Marvel, Miss...
Not America.
Yeah, I was about to say Miss Captain America. We already have Mr. Captain America. But she thinks she is the shiznit of shiznit, SJW, to the max.
Oh, they're not going to have her in the new Avengers, are they?
Dude, they're talking about she's supposed to be like the savior.
Oh, brother.
And that's why they're making this movie, to make it. This is supposed to kind of lead into the In Wars. Mm-hmm. And already they're making her out to be like she's Miss Badass, everything. Nobody, she's just Mr. Super Duper Power. Like better than all the rest of them. Nobody else can beat Thanos, but supposedly she's going to be able to beat Thanos. My flipping A-ball.
Well, of course, haven't you heard, baby? Any woman could do anything now that a man could do.
Of course, yeah. They got, they can do everything a man can do now. I mean, everything, yeah, Of course, especially if they're superheroes. But see, this is the problem, people. It's not that we have a problem with a strong female doing her thing. It's when you get a Mary Sue. That was what I was trying to say on the last show, actually, babe, about so-and-so. A Mary Sue. Brie Larson screwed this movie over big time because all this woman's been doing is been getting on social networks, media, and all this other craziness and just talking smack on all the fans, on Thanos, belittling Thanos like she's going to be like, I think the character actually went to her head and everything. But the girl in reality is a straight up hardcore SJW. This girl has been talking smack. Know that? Oh,
because I don't know her, so I never really heard of her until you told me that.
Oh, babe,
she's going to be in this corny movie.
Look up a couple things on Brie, which she's been going around talking about. First of all, I'm sure some of you people already know if you guys been checking out Geeks and Gamers and World Class Bullshitters, John Talks Star Wars, all those guys on YouTube. We've all been talking about this chick. This chick is coming here hating on white men. Okay, first off, she thinks all white dudes shouldn't be this and that, and they're taking over. And she's just one of those hardcore feminists. That get out there and just thinks that the woman should rule attitude, and yet she does nothing to make it to where she deserves the title. Of the strong woman. They automatically make her out to be like she's the shiz in this movie, and you'll see SJW all over this movie, dude. Even in the title when they did the first trailer. Well, in the title, it's the Marvel, Captain America. What? I'm not saying Captain America. Captain Marvel. And somewhere in the title of the name, you see HER. And they focus on her, which is her, meaning she, woman, whatever you want to go with. And they automatically started it off bad by doing that from the first start. When they first showed the first trailer, any of you people out there that have seen the first trailer, you know what I'm talking about. So they automatically started it off right there. Then it just started going downhill from there. And the thing is, the world she just doesn't look like, you see all these other comic book movies, like the new one that's coming out with Phoenix, called Black Phoenix and everything.
Who's that with?
It's Jean Grey from the X-Men.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Jean Grey, she's, everybody knows Jean Grey has supersonic, telepathic abilities, just kind of like, Professor X in X-Men. But she just doesn't know how to control it. She has beyond some powers that she becomes morphed into this flaming phoenix and everything. But she has a dark side to her, this side. And you're going to see that in this new movie called, The Dark Phoenix or The Black Phoenix or something like that. That's going to be coming out. Okay. This movie, starring a woman, mind you, and everything, you already know who Jean Grey is. Nobody knows technically who Captain Marvel is. Captain Marvel technically was a dude at first in the comics originally, and then he morphed, and then they turned it over to a female character and everything. But Jean Grey, she's worked up to the point of where she's at. You see the struggle, you see the her become this badass and everything. With this one here, it's like this girl has no flaws. She's supposed to be automatically super badass from the get-go. They got SJ all over the thing and everything. They got a scene where her and this other sister in the movie are like pilots. I guess she was a pilot, fighter pilot in her past life before, I guess she was abducted by some alien or whatever. She was badass then, supposedly, and they're walking down the strip to the plane, and they're up there just saying, yeah, who, and say something just against men. Like like they think men don't always got it all going on or something like that, or something to basically put down men. It was some stupid little comment. Yeah. You see, but you're going to see these comments throughout the movie, and they were already showing them in all these trailers and everything, boo. And it's just kind of, to me, it just starts to demean the movie. It starts to destroy the concept of what you want to go see the movie for in the first place. I want to see the movie just to see the movie and think, okay, hey, this is a badass chick. Oh, okay, cool. Like, what did we say about Alita?
Yeah, just a good story action movie, and not
just something that's just going to be based off of the fact that she's a woman and everything. When we saw Alita, did you think anything SJW about that movie?
No.
And this because she was built up properly. We got to get to know her. We got to build. We got to feel on her. She had her weaknesses, and she had her very hardcore strong points. She was strong-headed android chick, so you believed that she had these abilities. Yeah. It wasn't just something like, oh, she's just like super badass. No. So Captain Marvel, I guess Disney just wants to put their, SJW, social justice warrior, craziness throughout the entire movie and force it down people's throats. I'm woman, hear me roar, we're better than men. Women can do it better than men kind of vibe. And when you start doing that, you're excluding half the major base who watches these movies. Yes, women watch these movies, but the main base of people that watch them are men and everything. Men were the ones who were watching all this stuff back in the day. Women started coming along, checking the stuff out because they got interested in it. Just like video games. Way back in the early days, most girls didn't play video games. They thought you were a nerd if you played video games.
Really? I played video games growing up.
Oh man, that was back in the day. The I'm talking about. I ain't talking about teenage. I'm not talking about like a little kid, babe. I'm talking about like when the girls are like teenager, about that range. They weren't trying to play video games. They thought you were a nerd if you were playing video games. You got lucky if you got a girl that would be interested in you. She found out you were a computer geek and everything, because that's what it was back in the day. Computer geeks, nerds. And everything. There were mainly dudes and everything. Now, of course, there were girls out there that did get into it. There's few, though. There wasn't a whole lot like there is now, which is great. I love the fact that, hey, ladies and gentlemen, MJ plays video games with me all the time. She's gotten very good at it and everything. And I love it.
Mostly Call of Duty.
Yeah, mostly Call of Duty. She likes playing. She likes playing a lot of the shooter games and stuff like that. On our show we'll be talking about some bad games. Like right now, what are we playing right now, babe?
Is it called Apex? I think.
Yeah, Apex.
Apex or Epix?
I don't know. Apex
sure
Legends.
You pronounce it APEX.
Exactly, APEX Legends.
That is very challenging.
Very challenging, and you just got to be on your game with that.
Hard for me to get a kill in that game right now compared to my Call of Duty when I'm averaging.
You're averaging 20s. Like 20 kills in a game or something. Not this game. You'd be lucky if you get one kill. You're lucky if you shoot the guy once.
But
it's a takeoff of Fortnite. But not to get all so far onto that. That's one of the games that we're playing right now. We'll be talking more about that in some more shows. But that and Anthem is out now too, ladies and gentlemen. So you want to check that out. Badass game by BioWare. They're doing slamming. This is definitely taking Destiny out the picture. The only thing I wish they did have though in Anthem is some PvP and everything. I think that's the only thing. They do have the full on, everybody gets to, team up with each other and go against the elements in the game, which is great and everything. I'm hoping that they do bring a little PvP to it. But anyway, not to get so sidetracked on all that. Back to the whole Brie Larson thing and Captain Marvel. This is a movie that the trailers automatically, in my personal opinion, babe. What did you think of the trailers when you saw this? What you did see of it?
Just bored me. I have no, I don't know. There wasn't really anything that
Like grabbed you?
Grabbed me. Yeah, it just kind of looked boring to me. I don't care to see it.
Exactly.
I don't even care to see it for free.
Thank you. People, the trailers didn't do anything for us. The first trailer, I said, I first saw, I was like, is anything grabbing me with this? I mean, some of the stuff looked kind of cheesy. Even the effects just looked like it was just forced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From what you saw, the effects. And then you got to the second trailer, and it was like Brie Larson, and then I'm sure everybody's seen this. She has the same look. The same look in every scene. Her face never changed. She doesn't have any expression. I'm tripping how this girl got a daggum Oscar.
Like one serious Mad Dog look.
Yeah, exactly. One serious Mad Dog look the entire movie. She's happy. She has that same look. She's mad. She has that same look. She's sad. She has that same look. She's blank face. She has that same look. This girl, dude, has no expressions. And you guys will see this if you go to dare see the movie and everything. She had no expressions. But this girl, to top it off, not only does the trailer just really doesn't grab people, but people were still kind of thinking about going to see the movie. Even I was and everything, thinking, okay, I might, it's not really grabbing me, but, I'll see. Let's see what more they show us. Well, now this girl, for the last, 3-4 months and everything, she's just been talking smack day in and day out about white men, about the fans of the franchise, about the movie itself and everything. Just talking smack. More men, white men shouldn't be in these movies as much. They need to have more diversity, and black women have been so suppressed, and they need to have more black women in these movies and blah blah blah. I'm like, listen here, Brie. And this goes for everybody. This goes for everybody that always wants to throw in the white man's this and more white, and there's not enough diversity. Take your funky behind and step the hell out. Give your position, Brie, to a sister and say, hey, director, I'm happy you picked me, but you know what? I want to give this role over to a black woman or a Latino woman.
Oh, she's all talk. She's not going to do that.
Of course she's not. Of course she's not. That she's just like the rest of these stupid millennials out there. They all talk the same stupid mess, but they ain't the ones doing it and everything. You got them out there. Well, we're privileged. Okay, then give us your privilege and give us what you got. Then since how you're so privileged, but you're not going to do that, are you? Brie's not going to step down. She's not going to step down from the movie and so forth. She's going to go on the red carpet. She's going to be talking all her little yin yang, and and then the next movie, are you going to turn down that part and give it over to a black woman, Brie? No, you're not. And everything. Are you never going to marry a white man? You probably will, and everything. So I don't know why you talking all this smack and everything on white men this and social justice that and all this bull crap that you people be doing. Now she's talked so much smack, people, that now I'm getting to the main topic of the show, which is Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen. Rotten Tomatoes has shown their stupid side. They have shown the side that everybody is like about to go, you know what? You guys might as well just get out the business, because I'm about to read to you guys what these flipnicks decided to do. Captain Marvel was doing so bad on the Rotten Tomato score. It started off at like, what was the first score was like? It went from and this is because there's two type of scores on there. There's the people that did the actual critics. Okay, the ones that nobody really listens to, and then the actual people scores, the ones that it's called the Show Me score, or the you basically get to click on the thing to say whether or not you're going to watch this movie or not. Everything. They did the same thing with Solo. Solo got a very bad low score. It wasn't because the people didn't really want to see Solo. It's because of the stupid SJW mess that happened in the last Jedi thing. And it carried over to Solo because Disney just didn't seem to want to take their heads out of their butts and listen to the fans. And this is what happens when you think you're better than the fans, and you forget that We're the ones that pay for your damn movie and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we don't pay, if I don't go to the theater, which costs how much money for us, babe? To be seen in Dolby?
20 something bucks. Oh, that was like $19 now.
Yeah, $19.
I was thinking of the 3D, but yeah, it's like at least $19.
Like $19, people, and everything. Oh, hold up a second, people. We're gonna go to a commercial break real quick, because we got to pay the bills, and we'll be right back. Okay, we had that commercial break, and we back. Yeah, we got some advertisements now on Spreaker now. So, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be probably hearing commercials, maybe one or two here and there on the show. We trying to get little things cracking on this show now. So anyway, we're going to get to you right now with the latest on what happened with Rotten Tomatoes and the score with Brie Larson. Just to kind of give you just a quick synopsis of what happened. She started off at a score of like 84 or something like that, and it kept dropping from the people's score. The people's scores were saying not interested, coming back saying all this stuff that they don't want to see the movie because this woman's a freaking idiot and she's been saying a bunch of stupid stuff and everything. So what we're gonna do right now is you're gonna get to hear MJ read this little article what happened with Rotten Tomatoes, because guess what, people, her score went all the way down to 27% of people not interested and saying they're not going to watch the movie. It was so horrible that the Rotten Tomatoes and Disney and everybody said, "Oh my dude, we got to stop this. We can't have this happening. This is going to ruin the movie." I said, I don't know why I didn't think of this before this girl started opening her mouth and talking smack on your own movie, Disney. But Rotten Tomatoes took down the scores. And you're going to find out why. Go ahead, babe. Read this.
Right here, the title is Rotten Tomatoes Revamp Could Save Captain Marvel. The flood of trolling on Rotten Tomatoes started about a month ago. Weeks before the release of Captain Marvel, commenters on the site were already claiming the movie was garbage, and they had no intentions of seeing it. Terrible movie, hate it already, one wrote one. Not interested in seeing another. SJW propaganda film, claimed another. This movie is destined to flop. They're getting all kinds of remarks.
Yeah, pretty much. All these are comments people were saying.
Yeah. Another day, another attempt to a film long before anyone in the comment threads could have seen the movie in question. We've seen this before. Hell, we've written this story before. But now Rotten Tomatoes is trying to do something about it. On Monday, the movie review site announced some changes to the way it deals with the audience score, specifically that it'll no longer show the want to see percentage score. That's the one that gets posted next to all of those reviews above.
The want to see one, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, before a movie's release. Why? We found that the want to see percentage score is oftentimes confused with the audience score percentage number.
No, it doesn't.
The site's staff wrote in a blog post referencing the number compiled after the movie has been released and people have seen it. True to their word, the company now regulates the want to see option, a small button below Captain Marvel's scores, which are blank since the critics' review embargo is still in effect and no general audiences have seen it yet. But sequestering want to see it isn't all Rotten Tomatoes is doing to stop the trolls. The site is also turning off the comment function before a movie's release date. Unfortunately, the blog posted noted, we have seen an uptick in non-constructive input, sometimes bordering on trolling, which we believe is a disservice to our general readership. The site, as of this writing, doesn't seem to have scrubbed the previous comments about Captain Marvel, but no new ones have gone up since Monday. So it seems the influx of the iteration has stopped.
Yeah, it's...
This...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, oh, well, this is... it goes on to say here, this for fans, presumably studios, is a long overdue reprieve. It's near impossible to tell which comments are from the actual fans and which are from the users. So movies ranging from Baywatch to Star Wars, Last Jedi, everything found themselves subjected to the trollishly harsh reviews. In some cases, the negative comments are earned, but in others, as was the case in The Last Jedi, to a lesser degree, the all-female Ghostbusters, the poor rating systems driven by the racist and or sexist motives
There they
from
go.
fans who don't appreciate diversity in their movies.
Just end it right there, Bill. End it right there. So basically what they're saying, people, is that they're going to cut off anybody that says anything negative about their movies.
They think it's going to save this new movie, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, they obviously...
Well, these changes come in time to save it.
Yeah.
From the trolls.
Yeah. Will these changes come in time to save the movie? No.
Some damage has already been done.
Is that what it says right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some damage has already been done.
But it will stop it from getting worse, they say.
Oh, no, I don't think it's going to stop it from getting worse. Because let me tell you why and everything. When you have a site up, Rotten Tomatoes, and up on your site is to be able to let people criticize the movie, or like what it was is want to see, right? Mm-hmm. Or not want to see and everything. So So when you giving us the options to be able to tell you whether we want to see this movie or not and everything, you're getting the inside critics of side flow from the fans.
That's just one platform too. You could go on to Twitter, Facebook, other platforms. It's not going to stop it.
Yeah, it's not going to stop it. Thank you, babe. And everything. It's not going to stop it. Just like MJ said, you could go to Twitter, Facebook. You could go to any social media site. There's a number of other places you can go to other than Rotten Tomatoes. And they think they're going to stop this because they stop people from being able to make comments and say whether or not they're going to see the movie now. And now what they put up there is all you can do is click here if for the people that want to see it, if you're going to see it. So the only time it'll ever get clicked is from people that want to see it. Mm-hmm. And they took out the part where people that want to see it or don't want to see it can click on it. And they did that because they actually think that this is going to stop people or stop the bad publicity of their movie before it comes out. Well, sorry, people. If people didn't like your movie and coming on there telling you they're not going to see it, that means that they're not going to see the movie. Just by you stopping people from making a comment about it, it's not going to stop people from still saying, I'm not seeing your movie. Everything. Mm-hmm. The damage was done. The reason why the damage was done, because these are people that are listening to your wacky star, Brie Larson, okay? And she's up there talking all this smack on the fans, just like freaking Ryan Johnson was doing. And they're finding out that doesn't work so well for them. Everything. I mean, it shows that the fans do not want to hear you talk smack on them when they're trying to give their little input about where they think this movie's going, and that this girl Brie Larson is ruining the movie. Not only ruining that, but she's ruining it for the next one that's supposed to be coming out, which is In Wars for the Avengers. She's ruining the whole thing. And instead of the studio getting ticked off at her, they're getting ticked off at us. So they tell Rotten Tomatoes, take down that stuff and change that shit up. Mm-hmm. So Rotten Tomatoes is thinking they're doing some justice and everything by keeping us silent. It's just another way of taking away free speech, people. This is what social media sites do. When you don't follow in with their narrative, then you automatically get shamed. And now, would you say in that thing? Racist. They're calling it like what they do with Star Wars, and they're being racist about this and
stupid.
It's just stupid and everything. People are not going to these movies saying, "Oh my gosh, it's a woman, we don't want to see it," because if that was the case, nobody would have went and saw Alita, and Alita was bomb. If you guys heard our last review, we loved Alita. Mm-hmm. Everything based about a female, strong woman and everything. And nobody had a problem with that. You want to know why? Because the main actress for the movie wasn't going out there trashing everybody, trashing the movie, acting like she's the bomb and bringing all this SJW bullshit up that she's not going to follow herself. Brie Larson isn't going to follow any of the stuff she's been out there telling everybody. Oh, white men shouldn't be in this and that, and we should get more black women and this and that. And I'm like, you saying all this stuff, but yet you ain't making the first step to give somebody your seat who's black, Brie. And if you hate white men so much, then you must hate your daddy because you white. You know, I don't get all these white people that are hating on their own people. It's like you people, especially white women, all these white women are calling, demonizing their own white men. You are the baby makers of white men. So shut up with all that stupidness and everything. Talking about, I don't like white men are this, white men are that, and everything. When you give birth to white men, white woman, y'all act like y'all, just because you're a woman, you guys are you guys don't take any of the pain and suffering that black people went through back in the slavery day. Hell, the freaking white women were part of the ones that were raising those racist white men. So I don't know what y'all talking about. But anyway, and so forth. You guys want to keep talking that stuff and everything, and all it does is it ruins the movie. It ruins it for people that want to see it. If Disney and Rotten Tomatoes, if you want to know who ruined the fact and the reason why you're getting all these whack comments, the reason why the Rotten Tomatoes score went down to 27%. And guess what?
And probably lower.
And probably lower, because it was probably going to go way lower. It probably would have went down to 15%, babe.
Yeah.
It probably would have went down to 15%. It was getting bad, people. And everything. And they saw this and they couldn't handle it. So now what do they want to do? They want to silence you from saying anything because they don't want to get it out. And the movie, I'm sorry, I'm not going to see the movie. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, people. This is a movie that I'm not going to watch. I'm going to probably see, the little aftermath stuff. I don't even want to go see this daggum thing on Netflix. Mm-hmm. You won't be able to get me to watch this movie for free. Like MJ said. I'm not going to watch this movie for free.
I know.
I'm not telling people not to spend your dollar on this movie. I'm saying don't even watch it for free. This movie here is already shown that it's going to be whack from the trailers alone. The girl, Brie Larson, has pretty much ruined this movie.
Save your dollar.
Save your flipping dollar and everything. Now, I'm sure some of you comic book people want to go out and probably go see the movie. And by all means, go see the movie. I ain't here to tell you.
Then you could come back and comment.
Come back and comment and whatever and say, let us know if you should have saved your dollar or not. I'm not giving this movie no freaking flow because all they want to do is prove that this SJW stuff is the way to go. And the more we go see people, the more we approve of stuff like this, ladies and gentlemen, the more they're going to keep putting it in our movies. And I'm sick of it being in our movies. I'm sick of people like Brie Larson who comes out there on her little high horse acting like she's Miss Gospel and she's so above all this mess when she's a direct descendant of the very people that she's hating on and everything. So they need to give up on all this fake racial bull crap that they keep trying to put out there, peoples. Because that's all they're trying to do is make you feel guilty about how you feel about a movie. I can't say something about a movie without being called a racist or a misogynist. Oh, you don't like women. What? You must be out your last mind, dude. Everything. Women are empowerment. If you guys are so against women losing their rights to stuff, maybe you might want to start talking about those women that are losing their positions on track teams now because a transgender man, a transgender dude who wants to be a freaking woman is taking up the freaking racetrack and beating all the women because he's a biological man.
Okay, now you're going on a whole other
I'm sorry. I just go on these little tangents sometimes because all this stuff with Brie Larson and
a whole nother show.
It all derives from the same place. SJW bull crap and everything. And that's all I got to say about that. Okay. So here's another commercial. We'll be right back. All right, so we're back, ladies and gentlemen. That was had to calm down. Look at that guy. I had to get a little calm down, get a little drinky in there because, I tell you, this stuff be boiling me over sometimes. So anyway, that's my little tidbit on the Rotten Tomatoes thing. Rotten Tomatoes, if you guys keep going down this route, you guys might as well just get out of the daggum rating business and just leave it to us, people like MJ and myself. Everything to rate movies because you guys are obviously sucking at it. And the only people that are ever going to rate movies, since how this is what you guys are going down, seems from what MJ read there, it sounds to me like they're not going to let us, the viewers, have any say on what we think about a movie anymore. So I don't know why they think that's going to work. Because all they did is when they took down the thing for us to put more comments down on the for the Captain Marvel thing is that you guys already see that your movie sucks, and taking it down only makes it worse, because now you're letting everybody know that that your movie sucks so bad that we actually had to take the rating down and keep people from saying anything more about it. All you're doing is letting everybody know that you're actually biased to anybody else's opinion but your own. And that's how you guys are. And that's how Rotten Tomatoes are. And you guys will just go, all y'all become Siskel and Eberts and everything, and always give the thumbs up for the most cheesiest movies. The movies that are actually slamming, you guys always will put your freaking thumbs down to, and so forth. But let your critics, nobody listens to the real critics. Nobody listens to those guys, because those guys are paid off by the movie industry, by the actual people that are making the movies. Yeah. Is that a big surprise to anybody? No, we're not paid. Me and MJ here ain't getting paid by a movie industry or the movie company to silence us. We will tell you what we feel, how we think of the movie, if it's good or not, and everything. And that's coming straight from the horse's mouth.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So there it is. So again, this is TJ and MJ. Spend your dollar
or save your dollar.
Movie reviews. All right. We'll catch y'all on the flip side, y'all. May y'all have a funkified day.
Peace out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of the greatest of all time. TJ and MJ's Spend Your Dollar or Save Your Dollar Movie Review. Come on in and listen to what we gotta say about the movie of the day. Woo! It's ready to roll! Let's rock!